Okay.
I was gonna say that ludicrous is a speed, not a sound, not a.
Oh yes. Well, if you go plaid. All right. So, shall we take it from the top?
Round 2.
Hey.
Sure. Hi, I'm Eric Mingy. I'm here with this ludicrous crew. They have all gone plaid. We have Jeff, Josh, Leia, Michelle, and Tom, and together we are the Velkyn Weave, and we're here tonight to play some Dungeons and Dragons. You almost got a Les Mis rendition, so I think you all lucked out. Thank you all for joining us. If this is your first time watching the Games Tavern, we're tremendously silly. Well, at least this night we are. Hello, and thank you for your tuning in. Please follow the Games Tavern on Twitch. It's free, supports the show, the cast, and the crew. In addition to being on Twitch, our shows are being uploaded to YouTube, typically 48 hours later, so you can catch up on all the shows you may have missed. This past weekend, we were here in the DMV, DC, Maryland, Virginia, went to the Maryland Renaissance Festival, and it was packed. Jeff, you were right, by the way. You needed to get tickets ahead of time. It sold out like Thursday. So I was out getting in there, and the big find was the Viking show. They had the people Celtic Jewelry was there, and they made these things. Oh, so pretty. Ooh.
I actually didn't wear mine. Normally I wear my armor.
Oh, yeah. And I even got one of these things. Oh, man, I'm so happy with these things. Oh, wait, I can do it this way. There we go. Yeah. Sweet. Anyway, the shows were hilarious. Great food. We had ate way too many calories. I felt like Homer Simpson as he quoted, like, I had 5 types of meat today. I'm a true Renaissance man. It was delicious. So, Josh, I hear you have some new members in your family.
That's right. Adopted 2 cats that used to be feral, but through lots of food and time and petting, I won them over, increasing my animal handling. And now, just outside of my arm's reach, I have a cat snuggled up next to me.
Oh,
I know. The other guy, he had some surgery today, and he's out in the garage in a nice enclosure with a camera pointed at him 24/7. It's not prison at all. It's a recovery ward. So he'll join us tomorrow.
That's what we call it.
Yeah. Well, I hope they have an easy time settling in with you. Did you have anything for us about Amazon Prime?
You know, I did. Remember, if you have Amazon Prime, you also get a free Prime Gaming subscription. And Prime Gaming subscribers support everyone on the show and get access to sub-only emotes and to a special subscriber-only channel on the TGT Discord. So check it out.
All right. Thank you, Joseph. And we love you, our community, for your continued support. We would like to remind new and returning Tavern regulars that you can support our cast and crew by using our Patreon. Go to patreon.com/thegamestavern, all one word. And yeah.
Humongous thank you to Shard Tabletop for sponsoring us. You can go to the link in chat, check it out for yourself. If you don't know about Shard Tabletop, it is a great place, even say the place, to play 5th edition. You can access the rules, adventures, and other supplements, as well as providing, it provides digital tools that you can use for character creation, tracking, and all the other things that you're going to need for your adventure. We think so highly of it that it is the official virtual tabletop of the Games Tavern.
And tonight we are giving away an epic character Avatar Fantasy Starter Bundle plus 3 free packs. Type !epic once you see the notice in chat that the raffle is live. You must be a follower to enter, and you must be present in chat for this app to contact you to win at the end of the show. We will continue to take entries until the end of the stream when we pick a winner.
We are supporting veterans this month as part of our charity part of our charity streams. So no veteran should be left behind or forgotten because of with the wars ending. A veteran's injuries and needs for support don't just go away. They protected all of us throughout the last 20 plus years and even further, and we are thrilled at this opportunity to give back. The Games Tavern team has partnered with Operation Supply Drop to raise awareness and donations. Since 2010, Operation Supply Drop has impacted over 1.5 million veterans, active duty, family members, all across the world with their award-winning programs. 90% of each dollar goes directly to those veteran programs, which, for those that don't know, for a veteran program is really good because there's been a lot of people making bad choices. You can donate right now at the link in chat to check out their sweet donation incentives that you can get back. Right now, there's a $50 and a $100 options for that you can pick up packages. The $50 one, which is about a $67 value, gets you all that you need as a player to a subscription, and it concludes 4 other games with their bundles and other discounts as well for the table games. The $100 package is perfect for both the player and more focused on the GM, as it has a GM subscription with 5 other games and bundles, as well as that same table discount. Please check it out.
All righty. With that, it's time to discuss what has gone before. So when last we were with the Velkyn Weave, they were in the service of the queen, in this case, the Mushroom Queen, Queen Bleeth, and you were headed off to fight the stinky death cows that were destroying the Shimmerlight Fens. The party found the creatures, which turned out to be a herd of catalopuses, or horrible magical stink cows that were destroying the Fens. However, they also had brands on their hides from Clan Duragar. The Velkyn Weave decided not to kill the creatures. Instead, Rangram wrangled them and steered them back to the tunnel in the southeast of the Shimmerlight Fens, where the Duragar were rumored to live. The catalopuses listened to Rangram and headed back the way they came. You also found an abandoned Duragar camp that had the words "Surrender or Dead" written in chalk on the wall. When the party returned to Queen Bleeth, she revealed that she had spored a bunch of Duragar that were killing all the fungal life by the Iridescent Falls. They were much less destructive, and a whole lot more helpful now, so she didn't realize what the problem was. Well, with the Velkyn Weave's prompting, she finally agreed to send the spore servants back to the Duragar caverns, so off they went. After that complete, Hufflehaus, the Myconoid, showed the party the way to the Iridescent Falls. At the falls, they found the remains of a dwarf camp, a seam of diamonds in the rock, and also 2 froggy myth, because yay. The froggy myth erupted out of the pond and were quickly defeated, I believe, within 3 rounds by the mighty Velkyn Weave, although I did get one person down in my belly. I believe it was Eustander.
Yep. Tasty ranger.
But the party were able to defeat the beasts and then climb the way up the walls to the top of the falls, which is the path that was on their dwarven map that they're following. And we have a picture of that dwarven map and all of its beauty and glory as Scene Center 1. And the party believes they found the Iridescent Waterfall. There's part 2, and they now need to follow the path of water upward. But it's been a long day. So the party camped for a night, and as they spent some time and reflected on what they did, Tymora blessed them once again, and they felt their power strengthening there as they spent the night on the waterfalls overlooking the Shimmerlight Fens. And that is where we're going to return to our action. Morning has come. Well, possibly morning has come. It feels morning.
Sleep has happened.
Sleep has happened. There can be the porridge is ready in the little cottage if you use that, because you have your little magical cottage you can summon. And it's a beautiful day to sip hot coffee while looking out over the Shimmerlight Fens that stretch forth below you as the rumble of the waterfall goes down. At this point in time, I'm going to turn it over to you all.
I'm gonna put aid on Bope, Stigander, and should I give it to Rangram or Quentin? Well, last time.
I think Quentin said he didn't need it.
Okay, so then Bope, Stigander, and Rangram have plus 10 temporary hit points.
Thank you. Much appreciated. As I sort of scratch where the mud had scalded me from the gauntlet just a day or so before.
It was rough. It was rough times.
Which was terrible.
Tell me again, why weren't you there, Quentin?
Yes, Quentin.
Eating my porridge, drinking my hot bean juice, sipping slowly. I pushed through the rock with Schnella, and I believe you were all behind me, correct?
But what about you and Schnella was different from the rest of us?
I mean, that is a good logical question. So many questions. You ever wonder about life and the choices you make?
Yeah.
Man, it's been a strange path. Hey, do you remember when we got started back with the Velkyn Weave, back in the woods? And the spiders and the woodsmen? That was like 2 years ago.
Well, I think so.
We milked one of those spiders.
Did.
You did what?
Oh, and we had that cursed stone bowl.
Yeah, we
carried-
traded that at the Fay
There.
Market.
That around forever.
Yeah. Took us forever to get rid of that thing.
Man, those are
Cursed
crazy times.
Stone bowl.
Yeah.
Fable.
Yeah.
I think it made poison.
If you poured blood in it, it made poison.
It's a weird device.
I
A
mean,
very thematic device for where it was
Used-
found.
Useful
Oh,
to
yeah.
somebody.
Hmm.
wow. This is some pretty good porridge here. Man, I wish I had my spice pouch still, though.
Speaking of which, what happened to Schnella?
Did you kill her?
Mm.
I definitely did not kill her, to the best of my recollection.
So, as far as deflections go, that was really great. But
Thank
I'd
you.
like us to bring us back down to the original question. What happened to you? We got stuck in some crazy trap.
Gauntlet.
That would be correct.
I don't think we know that it's called the gauntlet.
No, but I would call it a gauntlet.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a dwarven gauntlet too. Like we have those. It's not
It was-
unusual.
Some mad wizard's evil machinations. What
Oh,
it was.
You're building a wizard bunny tower, right?
Yes.
And you probably plan on doing a little magicking to it, some type of defense system, right?
Yes.
Well, we unbeknownst to me, intruded past through the security system of a location, and some people were invited in, and some people were shunted to a very hostile waiting area. And
Wait, what?
For that, I apologize.
So,
What the hell, Quentin? That's not at all what you were just talking about, spiders and...
you and Snella
You-
got
you say-
invited somewhere, and we got shunted to the
Death trap.
waiting area.
Yes.
Rangrim's just over here grumbling. It wasn't that dangerous.
The carpet is gone. It was
One
I
made
know
of
the-
carpet.
One person was dead. Bob almost died.
In my
Hold on.
defense, I didn't build the death trap, and I didn't know that it was there.
That was directed towards Rangrim, who thought it was fun, which it was
Yeah.
very much not.
Yeah, no, not a good time.
How many linen compatriots must fall? Sorry.
That was
No,
good.
no, I agree with you. A just question.
Look, I never want to see another magic carpet destroyed before it's
We
time.
didn't have to see it because you weren't there. Hey, have you been there before? Do you know about this place?
I mean, I think I helped clean it out once, a couple
What?
decades back. But
You were part of it? You
I mean,
worked for
memories are fuzzy. They come and go
Quentin,
sometimes.
what are you not
it? I don't know
telling
if
us?
I believe you.
What happened back there?
Look, I ran in to my past and my future, and it all kind of came together. I mentioned my family, some shady dealings up north about a decade past.
Yes.
All that.
Your sister, she was trying to kill you.
Yeah, well, I thought she was trying to kill me, and that's what I've been running from. But it turns out she is alive. Remember, we got that lead about a year ago? Thought she was out in
Right.
the ocean.
Yeah.
Well, she found me.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah.
Did she kill Snella?
No. Snella's alive.
Oh, good.
well, that's good.
What did they do with her? What happened?
Where
I'm so
did she go?
confused.
I mean, I'm not at liberty to say precisely. It's not my
Is
secret
she
to give.
still in the gauntlet?
Well, she wasn't in the gauntlet with us.
No.
Hopefully. I don't
To
know.
my
she's
knowledge,
kinda
no,
crazy.
she's not in the gauntlet.
So this was to do with your past. Was it with your sister? So she found you. So did you
And I
fight?
had-
Did you go? Was it a fight to the death?
There was a lot of talking, some sharp words, and I thought that may happen. I was prepared to do something, but no, instead I got made an offer, which was very difficult to refuse. And in fact, I didn't refuse.
Are you working for them?
And I run up to him. Since he's sitting and eating his porridge, I can reach his face, and I kind of lift his eyelid. I'm like looking in, just trying to see, like,
Is it really you, Quentin, or is this Quentin's sister? I don't even know her name.
I mean, she's gone by a lot of names, but you wouldn't recognize her.
Let's start with the one you call her.
Well, I called her Little Spider and Little Sister, but I mean, it's Sandra.
Chandra. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So she's almost gotten us killed once. Well, me anyway.
And Dolores.
and Dolores, yes. So do we have permission to take her out on sight?
I don't think that's going to happen.
It
But
sounds very much like you're working with her now, opposed to fighting with her.
well, hey, do you remember
I don't
the
see
last
that.
time we were in Brindle and like the rumors were all floating around? I'm sure you guys heard about it. That the Pomarch being assassinated there, part of the
Oh, yeah.
ruling council.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, Verasa, my wife, she's got some interest in that position, namely putting me in it. And I was making some moves to maybe fill that seat. And, well, turns out my family would like me in that position as well.
Is your family working with your wife?
Well, that's a very good question, but probably not. I
That
don't
would
know.
be a twist.
Oh, that would. And that would probably blow my mind. So I don't want to think about it too much right now.
Your
Okay.
wife is your sister.
All right.
Oh,
Oh.
We delved into how trolls reproduce. Let's not deal with the magical implications of reincarnation, okay?
let's put a pin in that way over here.
Yep.
Can we maybe not pin it and just
Just
forget it happened?
Forget it. Yeah,
Yes.
forget it.
So you made some kind of deal with someone in your family to take the Polmark position.
Yes.
And how are you going to take that position? Do you buy it? Do you buy votes?
Oh,
Buying
there's
buying seems likely.
I mean, there is a small amount of gold that changes hands, but usually there's some type of blackmail, extortion, assassination, pressure.
Sounds terrible.
I know I've done a lot of questionable things in my time, but that seems pretty bad.
Hey, Quentin,
Yes.
your pouch is going off.
Uh-oh. Hold on. I start digging through my pouch, and
I turned to Delirious.
I pull out this blue stone, and I
Have you
hold it
seen
up to
that
my ear.
before?
Oh, yeah, you pull out a sending
Quit.
stone.
Quentin, call. Go.
Is this thing on? Imrastol the Red here.
Oh,
A woman claiming to be your sister and campaign manager has come to Brindle and has rented out Valorians. Do you know anything about this? That was his 25 words.
Yes, I do. My sister is my campaign manager. I will be the next Pomarch. Don't anger her. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
New sending stone. Who dis? Oh, hey. Yeah. Let me put that away. Yeah. I guess my sister's in Brindle. I've got a new campaign manager.
Cool.
Wow.
That's wasn't she trying to kill you?
Well, technically, I killed her, not directly. It was really awful. I try not to think about it too much. But turns out she didn't die permanently. So no harm, no foul. And, 10 years is a long time for the mind to make any of the worst memories feel not so bad. So
Grudges are long lasting.
Well, if I didn't accept the offer, I'm sure you guys would have been in the meat grinder even longer.
I get it.
I turned to Delirious. You're kind of my compass rose on this. How do you feel about this?
I mean, I believe him when he said it was an offer he couldn't really refuse. It's probably best to play along for now. I think we can trust you, Quentin, not to throw us into the fire or the frying pan.
Well, that's the thing. Where's the line?
That's a
I'm
very good.
not
What do you
worried
mean, where's
about
the
us. I'm not worried about him killing us. I'm worried about what else. What do you do to become this Polemark?
Well, campaign manager makes it seem like it's legitimate, legal,
Official? Yeah.
not
I don't think there's anything
inherently
legitimate about what we just experienced.
violent. Well, no, but none of that was Quentin's choice.
Bope, have you ever gone shopping in Om?
Oh, yes, it's terrible.
Well, not only is it expensive, the entire
Yeah.
city is a decadent hellhole, overpriced. People poison people casually all the time. I mean, it's a hellhole. Not literal hellhole, but it's up there. So
But
the reason I mentioned this is
okay, go ahead.
it's not so much, I think, the Polemark position that you should worry about, but what my family intends to do should I get that position. Because I mentioned the War of the Silver Marches before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Remember there used to be like a little human settlement on top that one dwarven city that's not there anymore?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, sometimes that happens when best laid plans go a little too far. What I'm saying is a city being raised from the surface of the earth is a rounding error to the people that I'm working with. They're very, very dangerous people. And unfortunately, I agree a little bit with their goals, but perhaps not their execution. So I'm hoping maybe to soften their approach this time and prevent undue casualties.
Okay.
So,
Go ahead.
sorry, go ahead, Bob. No, you're.
I was just gonna say I'm willing to go along with this for now. I want you to be more honest with us moving forward. We need to know what we're being involved with, and yes, that's all I ask.
The next time I speak to my sister, I will see how much I can read you into it. But suffice it to say, this is also tied up with me being a warlock and certain obligations that I owe my patron.
Oh.
Just wheels within wheels with you, huh?
Just to clarify for my own mind, if I just want to make sure that I'm getting this 100% right.
Okay.
You want to become Polemark in to pull down the establishment of money and killing one another, to potentially seed more dangerous leadership that is going to come from the Underdark, I'm assuming, because we're talking about underground, and that's.
Well, yes. I'm glad you mentioned that. I was getting to it. It's quite a long segue, though. So, thank you for cutting right to the heart of the matter. I mean, for too long, the Drow in Faerun have been relegated to the Underdark, to the deep below. They've been denied the
With
sunlight.
good reason.
Well, no. See, Lolth is a very, very bad god. Completely misunderstood. And not everyone in that whole pantheon agrees with her management. Me amongst them, and my patron. And we would like to see that change.
You're gonna
Because
take down Lolth?
What
No,
what it sounds like you're suggesting is like a hostile takeover.
yes.
What about all of the people? I
Well, see-
know you're just speaking about and the higher ups like to murder each other like it's a pastime, but what about just the people of the El Surveil, the innocent people, the farmers and the workers? What's going to happen to them when we open the door to this?
Well, that is where mergers get tricky. Mergers and acquisitions, you got to make sure things get managed and all the T's get crossed and I's get dotted, and that nobody gets lost in the shuffle.
Mergers tend to go better with higher ups. Like, that's where the benefit happens. All the little people get smushed.
Oh, I know.
I just want to know 100% if you are aware of the fact that you're putting people in danger.
I mean, I didn't put the plan in motion. If I said no, then somebody who probably looked like me would be doing it anyways. So it's really like trying to ride a lightning bolt and make sure that it doesn't strike in the wrong location. I completely understand your concern. Look, the hobgoblin hordes were marching across, people were displaced. I know what war and strife looks like here, and I don't want that repeat.
Sounds like it's about to repeat, and you agreed to the terms. I'm just trying to understand if we, I don't know. It's.
Oh,
it's-
I follow your concerns, Tagander, and I agree. But that's why I want him to keep us in the loop so that we can help be the moral compass that clearly I and Quentin don't have.
That's correct. I sold mine a while back. It was.
I've seen what I have seen in one world that I came across what terrible wars can bring. Just vast lands of desert. Everything scoured. I would hate for that to happen here.
And I would hate for that to happen as well. I've come to love some very small parts of the El Surveil.
But I agree with both. I think that we have to be honest with one another. Fully.
Speaking of honesty, when we were fighting the reclamation squad there, you were like paralyzed for a while, right?
Yeah, for a bit. Something just got into my head and I couldn't make any of my muscles move.
And that mind flare like had you at its mercy, but didn't
That was
strike.
Scary. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was pretty.
It was pretty scary, yeah. What
Hmm.
about it?
Just curious,
You're referring to the number, the one like that they called me.
Yes.
I mean,
Total
I've got
on-
one too. So
Yeah, but you had that spear thing, which seemed like a pretty sweet deal at the time.
Total transparency? I have no clue. I can't. I've never said this. Okay. I can't remember anything before I met Shandakul.
Oh my goodness.
I only remember the last 100 years.
Oh. Okay.
Everything else is gone.
Do you know how old you are?
Not a clue.
Hmm.
I know I'm at least 100 years old.
I mean, there might be somebody in my family that could help with that. A lot of people specialize in memories.
You seem like you have questionable family. No offense to you. Your family seems to be in some squiffy. I think I'll just.
They're not good people, but they are skilled at what they do.
Cool. I'll stick with the memory loss.
Okay.
I don't want to tie myself to any questionable circumstances. I would hate to owe somebody like that.
Well.
But I the only thing I can remember is being in a dark hallway, and I can hear Shandaku's voice in the back of my head, telling me to follow him, and that it would be all right. And then he kept me around for the next 100 years. I don't know why. He just decided to keep me around until one day he said that this was my path and that I needed to wait here, and someday somebody would come for me, needing my help.
Was that boat?
I imagine so.
Sounds like it.
The pieces started to fall a little bit closer. When I heard the number, it's like the number, I heard it, but I can't ever hold on to it. Like even now, I can't remember it. I can remember that I was spoken to, but I can't remember the words. There's even being with you all, I have holes in my memory. I remember being in one place and then standing in another, like seconds apart.
Maybe you could delve into that figment or fragment of memory as a dream sometime. You know, if you ever want to try and expand upon that. Maybe that's something Hope or myself could help you with.
Never tried that before.
I'm terrified of what I can't remember. Is there a reason why I can't remember it? So
Quentin,
that's total transparency. So yeah, go ahead.
No, just we have much discussions about each other, and there seems to be concerns, and I understand. But Quentin, once again, the Velkyn, what's it mean again?
Secret or hidden?
And when you all chose the name, the Velkyn Weave, what was the point? To represent the connections between each individual, how the support of a weave is much stronger than of a single strand.
That it, had multiple layers of meaning, but also the hidden strands of fate that, bring things together.
So I think at the same time also remember that's the goal, right? The idea is we're here to support each other, because if you cut out one piece of the web, the whole web can fail.
It's true. But I'm not the only person who just disappeared suddenly and then reappeared as I eat my porridge looking at Delirious.
Oh, we got good feelings when she disappeared. It's fine.
Oh, butterflies and
the bunny rabbits.
Yeah. Bunnies, yeah.
No, the next time I mysteriously disappear, I'll make sure I smell
lilac. Make it look good. Yeah.
You have to make it look less ominous.
So did you see Mr. Peppers?
Right.
I think I might have.
Really? That's amazing. Did he look well?
Yes.
Oh, good.
He was frolicking with his friends.
I miss him.
I think we all do, both.
So what was Timora's gift for you this time?
She told me about her relationship with Bishaba, which was useful to know. Terrifying, but useful to know.
Anything we need to know now?
Not
Say this apprehensively, and I'm concerned.
about that. Probably ought to know about this. So I reach into my pack and I pull out the Book of Exalted Deeds.
Ooh, that's a nice book.
It's
Yeah.
tiny. So tiny.
Yeah, Oh, it's
Oh,
tiny?
wow.
Okay.
Postage stamp.
What did that?
Wait, is it really?
Pixie size.
Mm-hmm. She
So-
can read it just fine.
It's like a book for sprites.
What is this? A book for sprites?
Ants.
And kids who don't read so good. So
That's the
apparently
next charity.
Timora made this from
That's so kind.
the book that you gave her.
What?
Bo.
What? Oh, put it
So
away! Put it away! He's looking for it.
I know. I don't know. I
What?
don't know what to do with this
Tell
thing.
him. He can stick to us right now.
Listen, if he was watching us, like, we're already doomed. Like, that's
Oh, God.
so. Yeah, you guys.
What were you thinking?
I-
Timora, what were you thinking? It was rhetorical.
I couldn't really. Anyway, so you guys should
Oh.
probably know about that. You deserve to know.
You can't say no to a god. I'm
that-
sorry.
yeah,
bro.
you can't say no to a god, and Vecna might drop in on us.
I know. You made that bargain long ago. Your soul is hers.
It's funny you should mention you can't say no to a god because,
Oh,
yes,
is that a more?
well there is, and the whole full transparency thing.
Mhm.
My adoptive father, in many ways, is in open rebellion against Lolth, a god of thievery and deception of a certain pantheon.
It seems like a lot for a man or elf or drow or whatever he is to
Did
be
you just
fighting
say
a
that
god.
your adopted father is a god? Did those words just tumble out of your mouth, or am I hearing things? Like, stick my finger in my ear and like.
No, that's what I said. I mean, the porridge is
Okay.
thick, but
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
missed it.
That's about par for the course so far from everything I'm seeing.
Is it
Y'all,
though?
you all have a lot of baggage. It's kind of interesting.
you
Like
just
how-
have a mysterious wife we've never
Is
met.
your wife Bashaba?
No.
Shut up.
I like how all of our problems have to revolve around gods.
Oh,
Terrible problem you all have.
Well, we wouldn't be who we
Gods.
are without.
I'll
problem.
trade gods with you, Quentin.
No, I like most of the aspects of my father. It's just he overreaches, perhaps, but it's understandable to some.
Oh dear.
Ooh.
Look,
So
we just
Rangrim, anything you want to get off your chest while we're on?
You?
No,
No other hidden secrets?
I'm sorry, Quentin. I cut you off.
I was just going to say we built a temple to a chaotic, evil god of bad luck. I mean,
For a good reason.
She's also like the twin sister of one of our members, prime deity.
You're
was
supposed
what
to
our-
bring balance to the force.
And
Just
I
for
would
good
like-
cause.
I would like to cite Bope's citation of family, twin sister. See, it's all coming back together. Family troubles. A Velkyn weave tale.
Yeah.
In my defense, I don't know if I have any family. So
That's right.
If
'cause
any
you
You
don't remember
probably have an
anything.
evil twin. That's just how this day is going.
if any mysterious family members show up, I'm sorry ahead of time.
I don't know about you, but this bean juice has kind of worked its way through me, so I'm gonna go see about that and see where. Get ready for the day.
Ooh.
Oh gosh.
Alrighty. And with that, you hear the groaning and creaking as the cottage gives you warning that it's about ready to start shrinking.
Oh boy. Better evacuate.
Get
Everybody-
out.
Everybody vacate quickly.
And then you have your little ceramic house that you can put into your pocket.
It's so cute.
But not your bag of holding.
So true.
Yes, you're throwing it in the bag of holding, you said?
No, I said not the bag of holding.
Oh, okay. You guys are like a landmine of extra-dimensional space. I just have to throw some portable holes out, and it'll be like a fantastic game of dodgeball.
Oh no, that sounds horrendous.
Mm-hmm.
No thanks. Pass.
Duck, duck,
Oh.
dive, dip, weave. Dive,
I believe we have a treasure map to follow.
So true.
Treasure.
Yarr.
You
Not
wish
much
to
of a-
follow? Do you wish to follow the water, heading north? You think?
Yep.
Actually, do any of you have a compass, or are any of you dwarves?
Yes.
You just have to position Rangram in the right direction. Oh, there, Rangram sets the north. It's because of all the iron in his blood. Dwarves are slightly magnetic, I think.
Listen, I was wondering if
That's why we make natural cartographers.
It is.
the wanderer thing does anything for me. I can't remember.
You do get a song out of it.
I get a song out of it.
Yeah.
Song and a dance.
Yes. I was hoping for that one.
Sorry, I was reading, so it didn't immediately.
They haven't paid
click
yet.
in
You're
my
not
head.
allowed to do that.
Oh, that's right. Make with the monies and you get the songs.
Oh yeah, here we go. So yeah, the Outlander feature for Wanderer. I've got an excellent memory for
Yeah.
maps and geography. I can always recall I can always recall the general layout of terrain, settlements, and other features around me. Oh, in addition, I can also find food and fresh water for myself and up to 5 other people per day.
Sweet.
Neat.
Sweet.
Voice. Does that apply even in the underground?
It
I
says,
think it says like if it's available. or something
provided
like
that the land offers berries,
Oh.
small game, water, and so forth. So as
Fungus
long
and
as I can
buckets.
find, as long as edible food can be found, I can find it.
And
Well.
as a drow, I would say that the Underdark is a
That's
natural
true.
habitat.
Mhm.
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 You know
Natural
all the best places to find slugs and crickets.
Boss.
Mm.
Oh,
Lichen.
slugs
Lichen.
are
You gotta lick the lichen.
on
Oh, yeah,
the
slugs.
menu.
Mm-hmm.
Here, you got to take this moss and you just like put it between your teeth and your mouth, and then it's like flavor all day.
This is true.
I'll
Ooh,
suck
wow.
on moss. I'm not eating a slug.
No, this is a piece of moss. Here you go.
Yeah, I'll do.
Squishy moss.
But there's actually this stream is coming bouncing down the middle of the cavern. Actually carries with it as a good number of little tiny fish and minnows.
Thank God. I mean, yay! This moss is delicious.
Fish stew for dinner tonight, guys.
And well, let's go see what else is in the nearby area. So, Stagander, roll me 3d6.
That's a lot.
That is a
Yeah.
lot.
It's like a whole bunch.
And you get inspiration for noticing how many dice that is. Actually, you all get inspiration for a lovely conversation. with your
Oh,
language.
thank you.
That was well done. Except for you, Joseph. You don't get inspiration.
Darn you,
I
Joseph.
understand.
Not you, Joseph. You're a Jeffrey, aren't you?
Last
I
time we
whatever
checked.
you want me to be.
Joseph is my mysterious sixth member of the Velkyn Weave.
Ooh.
So, how'd you do over there?
No ones, but do I get any bonus points for rolling 2 6s?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
It count as
Roll
once.
me.
Shut up.
Alrighty. Roll me D100.
A D100.
Found a nickel.
Yeah.
That's if she rolls a 4.
You're
or less.
so unhelpful today.
Is like an electrum piece a nickel equivalent?
Okay, I remember seeing a thing on this, but I can't remember. I
Yeah,
rolled the
yeah.
0 and the double 0.
That's a 100.
Oh, it's a 100,
word.
right?
That's a 100.
That's what it is.
You rolled a 100?
A 100, right? No, it's 10.
No, 0
it's
plus
100.
0
Zero.
is a 100.
Yeah, the 0 and the
Yeah.
double 0. I rolled all zeros.
That's a
How bad is
100.
it? Do I fall off a
say
cliff?
100.
No. That's good.
Oh,
This is a good table.
That's the good table.
You
All
found-
sixes are the good
sixes.
table.
You found 2 nickels.
Ooh.
Ooh.
what are these mysterious
No, as you
round
go
metal
along.
pieces?
You find, as you're going up, a platinum vein.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And roll me another percentile die.
Ooh. 16.
16. Okay.
Wah, wah. Well, no, it's what I did with the
Yeah,
diamonds. It's
I
like,
remember that.
oh, we got something cool, and nope.
Still good. Still good.
Yeah.
You think you have 16 work days of, or downtime days worth of mining that you could get out of this.
Nice.
And because it's platinum, it'll be quite a bit. There'll be you could probably get several thousand gold pieces worth of platinum out of the rock here.
Mark
Sweet.
that on the map.
Oh, done.
Wow.
Yeah, where's the map over your shoulder?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't have enough paper to do that.
I will send you paper.
I had to make room for my puzzle box. Sorry.
Priorities.
Yep, priorities.
Yes. All right.
Hellraiser would be pleased.
That is 1 hour as you go up and walk up through this cavern, following it up towards the fungal forest. So the second hour, roll me another 3d6.
Who dat?
Sagander.
Oh,
Unless you want to give it to Rangram.
no, that's okay. He's holding the map and I'm doing all the hard
No,
work.
we're gonna start rotating it. After
This is
so.
accurate.
I rolled 1-1.
All right. Roll me a d6. Sorry, d8 and a d12.
Ooh.
Ooh. Total of 14.
14.
Yeah, 12 and a 2.
All right.
As we hear the combat music, right? That's how that works, like in video games.
Something
I believe
wicked
so.
Something wicked this way comes.
You're like walking and you hear the combat music kick in. You're like, whoa!
All right.
The
Does
box of
anyone?
consumables.
All right. What are your passive perception these days?
No perception. 9.
16, but advantage on visual stuff. So I don't know if that's a 21 or not.
That becomes a 21.
22.
How did you beat me? I have a feat.
What?
She has the observant feat.
That's the
Yeah.
passive. That's passive perception, right?
Yeah, mine is 21. How did you beat me? I bet I have a. You must have like some sort of Gloomstalker bonus.
You know, I
But you
might
have a higher wisdom than me.
I might.
Okay, those who got 20 or higher. As you're walking down, you're going through a bit of the cavern where it narrows down a bit, and it's very, very tall. And you see these weird, those who got 20 or higher see these weird thin filaments kind of hanging down from the ceiling, kind of drifting on the slight breeze that's been kind of blowing your way the entire time.
I'm certain that's a problem somehow.
And they're just sitting here waving.
Steander, you see that?
Mm-hmm.
I assume you know what it is?
I can do a nature check to find out. Can I do a nature check?
Something with more than two legs.
Suppose.
You suppose?
Yeah, go ahead and do your nature check.
This is what I
Okay.
do.
Cast invisibility on myself.
Okay.
23.
Oh, yes, that's a cave fisher lure.
Just keep walking.
Cave fisher lure.
No
Yeah.
one told me to stop.
Put my hands on the back of Rangrim. Squee.
Halt, dwarf.
That's a cave lure, cave dweller lure.
Eh?
It's
It's
bad
like-
news.
It's like, you know those fishes that they have the little lures on their heads, and they're like they dazzle the light, and then things get closer to them. They go ah, they eat you.
Okay.
It's like that,
And
but in the
Almost
cave.
as if she summons it by saying it. You hear a sound of like a fishing reel going out. And each of you get one of these little filaments that shoot down out of the darkness. Even the invisible boat.
Do not
Oh.
want. Do not want.
Damn it.
Alrighty, we're gonna start with Delirus. What's your armor class?
A number.
20.
20. The filament does not get a good grip on you, and you're able to duck out of the side of it. Quentin, what is your armor class?
20, 22 against ranged.
Okay, it is a ranged attack,
22.
and they got, however, a 26.
I will shield that because I don't want any of that.
You were surprised.
Ah, okay. Then I-
What was your passive perception?
21.
Oh, that's right. You were in the 20, so you were not surprised. So you're going to shield that?
Yes.
Okay. And the next one is Rangrim, who got a 20 armor class.
I have 22.
All right.
Shield
The next
that
one
off.
is Bope. I got a 26 on you.
Yeah.
Ooh.
All right.
Wow.
Stunk. It hits you. And I need you to make me a strength saving throw.
No, not the mope.
That's an 11.
Bope suddenly goes, yeah! And you don't see it, but you can kind of hear his as it disappears in the distance above you.
Oh no.
Well,
And-
shit.
Stagander, I got a 24 to hit you, 25 to hit you.
yeah.
Not a
maybe-
ranged person.
Make me a strength save.
Oh no, let's use the jade ones.
I might as well. Will reaction runic shield, and I cannot be surprised because of my storm rune.
Okay. So what are your runes these days? Storm rune?
Cloud rune, hill rune, storm rune, fire rune.
Okay. All right. So what does your storm rune do to me here?
Specifically, I can't be surprised, so I don't have high enough perception to notice them, but I can't be surprised, so it doesn't matter. And then I'm just using my runic shield, which is just the make you re-roll the attack.
All right. I will re-roll my attack. 21 armor class to hit you, Stagander.
That still hits. I have a
All
pretty
right.
low.
Make me a strength saving throw.
I have a pretty low armor class. It's 18, so there's a 24.
24 strength save. Okay. It tries to gank you, and you were able to somehow dig your feet in under a small little clip on the rock that nobody else could see there. But you get your foot underneath of it and hold still as it's trying to pull you up into the darkness.
Those ranger reflexes.
And Bope, as part of the surprise round, do you have dark vision or anything? Or you have
Yes.
ability to see in the dark?
Yes.
Okay, when you get up there, you are yanked with that reeling sound of a fisherman's reel going off as you go shooting 60 feet up into the air. and you find yourself into a small ledge overlooking this hole going down into the cavern below you. And there's this thing there that looks like a combination of a lobster or a crab and a spider. Except it has this long snout, and it's kind of has shot this filament out of its snout. And as you get up there, it immediately takes a snip at you. 15 armor class.
Nope, not with.
All right, it misses.
15.
And that is surprise round. So let's go ahead and move to the full round.
Is that initiative?
Everyone, please roll initiative.
All right.
Respect.
Oof.
What you got here? All right, you're at the top. Stagander, what'd you get?
21.
Rangrim,
18.
Quentin,
5.
Bope,
7.
Delirious.
15.
Okay. Stagander, you're up first. There's this filament wrapped around you that's trying to pull you up into the darkness.
All right. My first reaction would be to like grab whatever this filament is and then just yank as hard as I can to maybe pull whatever's up there down here. Get
All
on
right.
my level.
But
Nice.
bum.
Alrighty.
The hunter has become.
I got a 24 on my strength strength check.
Oh yeah, that's a 12.
It does
So-
not come. It's kind of elastic though, so it's kind of like stretching all the. It just keeps coming.
I feel like like Stagander's pull is really like just lean back and she just keeps going. All right, that's not gonna work. I'm assuming any kind of attack that I would want to make is gonna be at disadvantage because is it restrained or?
You are not restrained. You're just grappled.
Okay, all right. It's just me for future reference. That's probably an action to do that pull. So I don't have any bonus action things to do, unfortunately. So.
Alrighty,
yeah.
Rangrim.
Well, seeing Stagander, Rangrim likes that idea, but he'll get big, so growing to large size, grabbing the filament, and giving it a good old tug.
All right.
With a 19. My plus,
Alrighty, I got a 21 total. What'd you get?
because I rolled a 9
These things are
Dude.
strong,
with advantage. No, I just rolled really, really, really poorly.
but that's still really strong.
And it again just keeps stretching out. All right. Anything else, Rangrim?
Not really. It's a bunch of things.
Okay, pulling is definitely
I'm
not
done.
working.
It just
Delirious.
keeps slippery.
Okay, so are these things like what is hooking at us?
They look like long strand. Have you ever played Half-Life?
No.
Okay, so imagine a long piece of Scotch tape hanging from the ceiling that's waving around trying to slap you. And then when it hits you, it's like the same bit of like a piece of calamari. It's that chewy, stretchy bit. And it tries to wrap around you, and it's extremely adhesive and just goes yank poor Bope into the ceiling.
But trying to cut it probably wouldn't.
No, you think you could if you had if you did slashing method damage. You like taking scissors to tape.
Just imagine fly paper now.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big frog tongue. Yeah.
But you think whacking it with a blunt weapon would just get your blunt weapon caught up in the big ball of tape.
Muted.
Back to back tongue grappling monsters.
Delirious, you're muted.
Hello.
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 Hear you.
And you're muted again.
I can't look at my character sheet while I'm doing this, apparently. Okay, what I'm gonna do. I say a prayer and probably make a hand gesture, and then suddenly I have a twin.
Twin? Got me?
Clever. Interesting.
It will remain within 5 feet of me, so hopefully I won't get an attack on me while I figure out how to be more useful in this fight.
Alrighty. So suddenly there are now 2 Deliriouses. All right, Stagander. Make me another strength saving throw as it tries to pull you up.
Does it matter that I'm holding on to it?
I bet you were holding on to yours.
No, I was mine didn't hit me. It missed, so I was grabbing hers.
Oh, in that case, rewind. It suddenly goes slack in your hands, Rangrim, as the filament just drops to the ground. And then a new filament goes shooting down and tries to hit Stagander.
Oh,
And that time I actually, no, you can't see me yet. Actually, which? Nope, I don't. I lost that. 14 armor class.
that will miss.
Okay, Rangrim. Another strand goes shooting down to hit you, and I roll
I
very
let it hit me.
poorly. You let it hit you?
Sure.
Okay, whap! It hits you. Make me a strength save as it
You
tries to reel you
fool.
in.
Are you gonna pull it down?
I only
gonna
got
pull him up.
I only got a 22 because apparently I
Yeah.
can't roll well. I got advantage on these rolls too.
He wants to be in the
I feel
same
like
room as this thing.
a 22 is not bad. Like,
When
All right, it tries to pull you up, and it does not succeed. Delirious. One of them shoots down to hit you again, and it can't seem to figure out which one is real you. Rolls nat 1 and splatters right in between the 2 of you. And Quentin. Oh my God, the luck has left me. 15 armor class.
Definitely does not.
Boom! This thing looks at you and goes snip, snip with both claws as
Oh.
it tries to slap at you while you are. I have not rolled above a 6 this entire
Oh.
round.
That's lucky.
15 armor class is my best one.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right,
Nice.
that was my round as I was at 5, 6, 8 rolls, all below 5, 6 or lower. Boom!
heal you.
Yeah,
My go?
it feels my pain. Boop, boop, your turn.
Oh, okay. So I am up on a ledge with this dude.
It is on the ledge. You are dangling in midair, held
Oh.
up by its filament. So if it drops its filament, you will drop 60 feet down to the ground below. Or if you cut the filament, you will drop. Unless you have some boapy way of boaping out.
Yeah, I
Which you might, because you're a boat.
I should really prepare spells like Misty Step and things like that. That would be
Featherfall.
wiser.
maybe.
Maybe. Okay, let's see.
And it has that all its legs. You realize, oh man, it's gonna be hard as hell to pull this thing down. It's got 8 legs.
Okay, can I? Okay, I'm gonna cast Pepper's Paw,
Alright.
which has the ability to grasp things and grapple. And can I use that to grapple me and pull me?
Does it auto do damage when you do that? Or does it just grapple you?
Hmm.
I'm saying yes, but the question is, do you take damage?
So, oh no, just grasping does not deal damage. I can command it to crush after
Just
it
don't-
grasps.
Ooh,
But I'm
man,
not.
this is where I need someone with a suggestion. Tell you to say crush.
Gosh.
Squeeze you like a squeeze of toothpaste.
So
Oh.
is that like a strength check with the hand that has a 26
Oh, to rip
strength?
you out of it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Go ahead and make me a strength saving throw.
Okay.
Or to get out of it, you are grappled, so it'll be a escape artist check, which would be strength.
Okay. So let's see, it has a strength of 26, which is a +8.
Mm-hmm.
It's only a 13.
It held you fast, and now it's all your hand is now all adhered to it and stuck inside of the adhesive filament.
All right, that's my go.
Quentin.
So what are the ceilings like? Like how far above us are they?
It's really tall. What's your range on your dark vision?
I've got 120 feet.
120 feet. Okay.
Yeah. So I can clearly see them then?
No, it seems to be about 100 feet up, where the ceiling is, and you can see poor Bope up there, dangling and for one of these little ledges on the top, 100 feet up in the air.
Gotcha. Okay.
And you can occasionally see these little things come out. Now that they're coming out, they're like going out and shooting down and then scurrying back over the ledge so that they can't get targeted when it's not their turn.
Okay. Do I have a line of sight on any of them right now?
No, because they come out, shoot, and then move back.
Okay.
They're kind of like eels that will come out and then go back into their hole. They come out, shoot their thing, and then scurry back.
Okay. In that case, I will sling the broom off my back and move up 50 feet, kind of
All right.
grasping onto it. Any line of sight then, or no? Well, actually, I'll bonus action dash from my rogue cunning action and move up another 50, so I'm like 100 feet up.
That you are high enough you can see them.
Okay, and can I get an angle on any of them? So if I hit them with my Eldritch Blast, I can potentially knock them back 10 feet and like off.
Well, they'll push them further back into their holes.
They're in the holes. Okay.
Because they have these little ledges where they have holes. They come out, shoot down, and then they go back into their hole.
Okay.
But they will get out. You can hit them. You do have line of sight. They have a +2 to their armor class because of cover.
All right. Well, I am going to target the one that Bope had. That went after Bope. All right. That is an 18, a 15, and a 24.
The 24 will hit.
Only the 24. Okay. That is 15 force damage. And knocked back 10 feet as well.
And it gets pushed back. What happens if I hit the back of my cave? It just stops?
Yeah.
Okay.
Physics? What are physics?
No, but sometimes it says if you hit the back, you take D6 damage for every 10 feet. You don't get pushed back kind of thing. I've seen those sort of rules before. All right. But you blast one and it's...
Yeah, so I'm done.
All right, top the rounds to Gander. You are no longer grappled because I had released my filament.
Mm-hmm. Out of curiosity, are these little crevasses that they're sticking out of? Would it be something where like I could climb up there and like hold myself with my feet and shoot my bow, or am I just?
Oh, with your climb speed, with your it is. This is rough-hewn caverns, so there's all sorts of places for you to do that.
Perfect. I would like to do that.
All right. When they're in their holes, you don't have line of sight until you're within 20 feet, which is what Quentin did. But you could ready an action to shoot whenever they stick their neck out to shoot down at you.
I will use my 35 feet of movement to get as far up as I can.
30 feet?
35.
Oh, 35 feet?
35 feet. And
one thing to keep in mind that they have a very narrow shot down at you.
Mm-hmm.
If you are not underneath of them, they can't hit you with their adhesive.
Okay.
So moving out of the way, just up or further back the cavern is a viable option.
Okay.
But that does mean sacrificing hope.
I don't know if I'd be able to see that. Would I be able to see them if I just move up or down? Sorry?
No, you wouldn't. They wouldn't see you. You couldn't see them.
Okay. Yeah, I want to try.
They're kind of shooting down, and you're below. If you like move this way, their rain of fire is here.
Okay. Yeah, I want to try and move whichever way I can move to get in line of sight of them. Since I've got sharpshooter, I can mostly negate.
You bounce up the walls with practices of a Gloomstalker, and then you, as you go, what's the name of the bow again? Uller?
Uller, yeah.
Uller out, and you have it docked and ready, and you're hawk-eyed there, perched
Yep.
on the side of the cavern, ready to go as soon as one sticks its neck out.
Right on.
Do you want to shoot at anyone in particular, or the one holding Bope has a Bope in the way, so we'll get a bonus to its armor class.
Okay. Does it have full cover? Because I think I negate everything under third.
No, it does not have full cover, because I'm still having to reach out to bite at, to claw at Bope.
Because I think sharpshooter negates 3/4 cover.
That would negate it.
I will shoot at the one that.
All right, hold
got
off
Bope.
until it moves out to attack Bope.
Right on.
So ready to action.
Cool.
Rangrim.
Let's get a yanking. Try that
All right,
again.
make me a strength.
Try that again. Still terrible. 21.
You yank it and pop! It snaps in half, and the filament drops down to you.
They're not strong enough to be pulled out. Gotta go to the...
Anything else, Rangrim?
Nope.
Delirious. You're muted again. You're probably looking at your character sheet.
Actually, I was playing around with the idea of doing us a polymorph. How high up is that ledge?
120 feet.
120 feet. Fudge.
For most of you, it's in utter darkness.
I thought you said it was 60.
Utter darkness, you say?
If I did, I misspoke. It's 120.
So I can't see Bope up there.
If your dark vision is 60 feet, no. You might can hear him. I don't know. Depends how
probably
much
can't
noise
dimension.
Bope makes.
I probably can't
Yeah.
dimension door up there.
I'm probably cursing.
You might. That'd be because you can dimension door into a direction. If you can say I can do it X number of feet up, that would be an intelligence check to find out how far up you think he is.
I will try that.
Or you can get someone else to cast light up there, and then you can see it just fine.
Yeah, but that requires another turn. Let me try an intelligence check to see how far up I think he is.
All right. This time, Lord bless you.
Nat 1.
It's too echoey. There's echoes all over the place. The snapping of the filament with Rangrim going down. The sounds of Stegander climbing up the
Okay.
side of the wall.
Okay.
Can't get a good beat on it.
Okay. Plan
least
number 2.
At least he didn't say it's 200 feet. You're sure?
I was afraid of that. Would you let
thought
me
about it.
creatively use stone shape?
Oh, of course, I love stone shaping. used
Okay,
creatively.
so what I want to do is stone shape a little step, and I want to stand on it and then have it carry me up.
Hell yeah! Okay.
Like it's a rolling. Really?
Oh, I've seen these where you boom and you rise up on a pillar.
Well, no, because I don't have enough area to do a pillar, but just like a little step coming out of the wall, and then it just like a little elevator platform.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Little escalator.
Yeah. Yeah, escalator. Yeah.
All right. How much you get, and how much can you move?
So you touch a stone object of medium size or smaller, or a section of stone no more than 5 feet in any dimension or form, into any shape that suits my purpose.
Whoop, out it comes.
Okay.
And then you can move it from there.
Well, the spell doesn't say that part, but I figured GM Fiat is what I was asking for.
All right. How far do you think you could move it? walking speed.
I think that would be fair.
All right, if you maintain concentration, I'll let you do it as walking speed
Maintain concentration.
because you have to keep focusing on the spell. To move
No, I
the
mean
elevator
that
up.
makes sense. That makes sense. But then if I do that, I can't do polymorph, which was the whole reason I wanted to get closer.
It doesn't disappear. It does not disappear once you stop concentrating. It just stops moving.
Okay. That seems fair. All right, so that's what I want to do. I'm just gonna form a little
All
step
right.
and then ride it up for 30 feet.
All right, what's your light source? Are you in the dark?
I'm pretty sure. No, if I have the book active, I am a light source.
You are.
But if I have a
Okay.
light, well, they probably have dark vision anyway, right? So I'm already like they can see.
Yeah,
me.
sure. They seem to be able to see you quite well, and they could see
Yeah.
an invisible boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
can
know what?
see that.
Fine. I'm a light source. Boom.
Just go ahead and put those sunglasses on.
I don't know that it's gonna hurt you like that, but the sunglasses are cool. So by all means.
Oh
wear
yeah,
them.
no, they just make me look super cool. I wear my sunglasses indoors. I'm not.
How
Who knows?
bright are you, Willers?
I'm trying to read that now.
It's very tiny text.
Oh, she's the one who glows.
Okay. Shed bright light in a 10-foot radius and dim light for an additional 10 feet. You have advantage on.
So that's a
That's
20-foot
it.
radius.
Yeah, 20-foot radius of light.
The advantage is it's really hard to dispel. If I get rid of it, you can just reform it.
Mm,
You can also cast light.
I could. I'm not, but because I am a light source. You are the brute squad.
Oh. Yeah, but
Okay, so you've cast stone shape, and you are moving it up,
Yes,
and you can see with your dark vision. I think you have some sort of way to see dark vision. Yes,
I
60
have
feet.
goggles.
I believe that's 60 feet.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
All right, you can see Quentin, and he's shooting into the darkness above
He's
you.
not 60 feet away now, is he?
Well, he was 100 feet up, in my recollection.
Oh, sorry,
You
I
moved
heard
up 30.
120, but let's go with 100.
Oh, they're 120. He's
Oh.
down 20 feet.
He
Oh,
just
on
got
the
closer so he
floor.
could shoot.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Alrighty, next round. More filaments come shooting down. Stagander, one shoots at you. It sticks its head out, and you see it.
Okay. Well, I was
Are you
waiting.
taking it?
Well, I was waiting for the one that's got boat.
Okay. We'll do both then. Both. I stick my my claws out and attack you, triggering Stagander's attack. Oh man, feast and famine over here.
With sharpshooter, that's a 23 to hit.
Oh yes.
As the arrow streaks into its ugly maw. I was like, ha! I have a Stagander.
Ah, stupid die. 22 points of piercing damage.
Alrighty. Bites deep, and the thing is bloody now. As
Let's
arrow
go
goes
with my
deep.
bolt.
It reaches out and snaps at both ones, who dodges out of the way, and the other one catches him, Kam, and clamps down on him, doing 23 points of bludgeoning damage. Nope, sorry, slashing damage.
I got something for you, Bope. Don't worry. I got you, fam.
All right, Stagander.
Yes.
Another one sticks its head out and tries to shoot
Bring it
filament
on.
down at you. 22.
That'll hit.
All right, you are now hit with a filament.
I gotta make
I
a
need you
strength-
to make me a strength saving throw as it tries to reel you in.
9.
And Stagander goes shooting up into the
But
air.
it's not restrained, right?
Not restrained, just
All
grappled.
right, I can just.
And you
shoot
get
it.
up there and it looks like you go snip, snip. And it snaps at you. for a 24 armor class.
That'll hit.
Take 23 points of slashing damage.
Ooh.
And then one will go to Rangram. Are you already adhered, Rangram? Or did you just snap the one?
We snapped the one, but I'm gonna let it hit me anyways.
Ooh,
I'm-
my nat
I'm-
20 hits you.
I'm gonna go with it. Take me up, beam me up.
Beam me up.
All right. Whee! Rangram goes go up into the
I'm
air.
like ready, like.
Oh,
This
Uh-oh.
10-foot dwarf just goes.
And those guys are
Okay.
strong.
Your cloud rune can go off. I just critted on you. The only problem is that there's no one around except for you and it. Or you have to see someone within 30 feet, right? In order to redirect if you want to use your cloud rune.
Was it 30 feet? Cloud says, yeah, within 30 feet. But that's fine. I can take it.
All right, whack! 46 points of slashing damage.
Oh,
As it
no,
claws you
whatever will
hard.
I do?
Oh,
Delirus, someone wants to get you even closer. 25 armor class.
I'm sorry, my AC was 26.
Oh, okay. Do you need to roll deception on that?
No, I think you know I'm lying.
All right, make me a strength save.
Roll deception against the DM.
Bold move.
See how it works
Okay, so
out.
that was almost a 20. Instead, it's a 14.
Up you go, and you come face to face with the cave fissure, which reaches out and goes Kasha! Hits you with an I assume armor class 25.
Yeah.
23 points of slashing damage.
Well, this accomplishes my goals as well. Sorry, you said 25 damage?
Oh, sorry, 23 damage. 25 to hit, 23 damage. And the last one I need is a Quinton. Roll 4. All
Lost in the
right.
wind.
You
As
can only
uh,
have so many of us.
the filament goes woo, and you just do whatever aerodynamic on your broom that you want. Dodge around it, and you are free. But that brings us to Pope.
Okay. Just housekeeping. I maintain my concentration check on the Pepper's Paw. And now that I see that this one is bloodied, and I'm restrained now with the claw.
You are grappled. Well, you're restrained from your own grapple,
That's true.
from your own
Okay.
thing.
So that would give you disadvantage on any attack rolls. So I'm just going to reach into a pocket and smash one of my little black acorns as the smoky death of blight wraps around this little dude. Let's make a Constitution saving throw. DC 17.
Okay, I make it.
Okay, I rolled pretty well. That is 44 points of necrotic damage.
So that goes to 22.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it vaporizes. This is a blight.
Yes.
That's the entire thing. It just all the flesh inside of its exoskeleton simultaneously turns to necrotic energy and goes out through the bits of its chitin, and its claws let go of you.
I just say you have no one to blame but yourself. As
As you're
bonus action,
Held there
my
in midair. with
Pepper's
your,
paw moves 60 feet down. Just yeah.
Okay.
And that's
One is dead.
Are you flying in the fist of Pepper's paw?
Yes, it can carry me. It is a large object.
Quinton.
Okay, well, seeing that Bope is better now, let's see. I'm gonna move up so I'm kind of like level with the ceiling. Has everyone else been reeled up?
Except for you. Yes, everyone else has been reared up. So there are
Okay.
4 more of them, and one has Gander, one has Delirus, one has Rangram. Or more accurately, Rangram has one of them.
Accurate.
Yeah.
I'm not locked in here with you.
Yeah. Okay. If I move up to the ceiling, are any of them within 30 feet of me?
Yes.
Like Delirious? Okay. In that case,
You
I
want
will.
Delirious?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I will bonus action drop my Hexblade's curse on it, so I do a little bit more damage. And yes. And then I will Eldritch
You do
Blast.
hear that, by the way.
Yes. I'm going to Eldritch Blast.
All right.
One whole
No
arrow.
bonus for my cover on this one.
Okay. That is a 16 and an 18 to hit.
Yes, yes.
Okay. That is 10 force damage and 13 force damage. And it's knocked
Alrighty.
back 20 feet.
Boom, 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 boom. They're in their little holes.
All right.
23 damage. Anything
And-
else?
That's all my actions.
The gander. I think so, unless you have a bonus. Oh, you hatched.
Yep.
All right, Stagander, top of round 3. You're face to face with the cave fisher.
I can still fire my bow at it as long as it's disadvantage, right?
Disadvantage.
All right. Look. If Legolas can do it to an elephant, I can do it. All right. Cool. So with sharpshooter, that is a 21 to hit.
Nice.
That hits.
Awesome. So that is so much better. 24 points of damage.
We're back.
And then
Alright.
second attack is gonna be oh god, that was a nat 20. I guess I'll just have to go with the 17.
Barely.
Which makes
Barely.
it 27? Yeah,
All
27.
right,
I think.
that's a lot better. Okay, yeah, that's not barely anymore. All right. Whap! Another arrow goes steep.
Yes, and that is 23 points of piercing damage.
Oh, man. Okay. Anything else?
No, that is
It's you've broken through some of its chitin. It's looking really beat up, and it's kind of having to drag. It's like lost some of the control of 2 of its legs. It's having to drag itself around. Rangrim.
So again, I think we're up here. There's a ledge now. Like when you say a ledge, is it like just the hole that it like comes out of, or is there like a
Yes.
ledge that's actually like?
It is a small 1 foot wide ledge that comes out and looks over, then goes back into its hole. And the hole is into the side of the cavern at the very top. So all the way up, the side, and the top of the cavern is very uneven. And so there's like one ledge here, one little hole there. Holes might be the better word for it.
All right, so or like, do we see some handholds to do some to like swing over and try to?
Well, you're currently grappled. You'd have to break out of that, and then you'd have to make a climb check that you could then use, because it's a very rough-hewn cave, so there are handholds that you can make use of.
Okay.
You'd have to Iron Man your way through this, or Ninja
Sounds-
Warrior.
Sounds fun.
Are you whacking me?
You mean breaking the grapple so that I can grab myself so that when you die I don't fall? Yes.
Okay. That is an action.
25.
Bam! You're out. Make me an athletics check to grab hold of that handhold before you plummet. Hi, cat. Meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow.
26.
Oh, you burst out and whack! One hand grabs hold of the cavern up above you, and you're swaying with it. You still have one hand free if you want to do something, but that was an action. You'd have to bonus action.
Yep. For the bonus action, I will activate Cloud. Not Cloud. Storm.
What does that do?
Allows me to use my reaction to give myself or another person advantage on any attacks, saves, or abilities.
All right. Anything else?
Nope.
Delirus. You're grappled. Or, yeah, you're grappled, not restrained. And there's a
Okay.
big cave fissure.
Is the cave thing within 5 feet of me?
Yes.
Okay.
By the way, where's the other you?
Right next to me.
Okay, it comes with you automatically.
Automatically.
What is this anyway? What have
So
you
it's
done?
a channel divinity.
Oh, the trickery
the-
domain.
As a bonus action, you can move the illusion up to 30 feet, but it must remain within 120 feet of you. So, okay, it's 30 feet closer to me than it was before I got reeled in, I guess. Okay.
It's now 60 feet down the side of the cavern as it's making its way up the side
Yeah,
of the
kind
wall.
of floating, I guess. I mean, it's not
Mhm.
corporeal.
Oh, it's
so-
finding handholds and
Yeah, okay.
footholds.
So, how do I want to invoke this?
With conviction.
Benevolent Timora, light my way. And I'm explode in light. That's Word of Radiance. I need a DC 21 con save from the thing.
I failed.
I bet you did.
Hey, don't make fun of my con save. It's a +5.
13 radiant damage.
Okay. As it reels, does not like that light at all, but it's still there.
Well, it has options
Okay.
to make it stop.
Okay. While my con is good, my intelligence is not. What are my options? Because it's now my
Let
turn
me
to
go,
present.
and then I'm not in range to flash light at him.
Oh no, I doesn't like that option at all. It's just gonna eat you. Anything else, Delirus? Stigander, you're still being held, correct?
Yep. As far as I know, yeah.
All right. 19 is my best roll. The other one is a 14. Either hit.
19 will still hit. Yeah, just
23
barely.
points of snip damage.
23, you said.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Rangrim, you're hanging from the ceiling. An 18 and a 23.
To hit? Yeah.
Yes.
This is the second one.
The second one. Alrighty. Take 23 points of damage. And you're holding on to us with one hand. Make me a strength check. No, let's do it with strengths. Which one do you rather do? Strength athletics or strength save?
They're the literal same.
Okay, roll.
28.
You're good. It's trying to knock you down. Delirus, I bite at you. 2 18s. I think those would miss.
Miss, yeah.
All right, Boat, I'm dead. Quentin, you are too far away, so it's going to spit at you again. Nat 20. Whoosh.
Guess it got it.
Make me a strength save.
Where are you, Bo? You're way down.
Oh,
there.
this is a Quentin.
60 feet.
This is
That was a 6.
6. You were at the ceiling, and he was. Oh, actually, you had gone up to the ceiling as well, didn't you, Quentin?
I did.
All right. I'll be generous and say that you are within range if you want Rangrim.
Oh yeah, I'll let it hit its buddy. Because it's
Okay.
funny.
Which buddy?
The one that's attacking me.
Okay. It hits and.
Cloud is off.
Oh,
I see.
all right. And shloop, and instead of hitting you, it goes over and hits the other one. It decides it doesn't like this meal and just kind of snips off its adhesive tape and it flutters down to the ground.
But when I see
Oh.
the clatter and flash, I yell, "Yeah, Nimbus!"
Your turn.
Can I see any, or are they all hiding?
They keep sticking their heads out. You will have to float up in order to get a good angle on them. You have to be within 20 feet of the ceiling to see them.
I'm feeling pretty safe in my cupped paw, so I will go ahead and float back up because I'd like to participate.
Mhm.
And let's attack the one closest to Delirious with a chill touch. So.
All right.
Oh yeah, that's gonna hit. That is a 30 to hit.
Oh yeah. Let's see what Chill Touch does at level 13.
Ooh, almost max damage. That is 23 points of, I assume, necrotic.
I think it's cold. Could be wrong.
Necrotic.
Oh, it is. Again, your hand just burns through it, and you just see its head just kind of crush underneath of it, your hand, and Delirious dies. Speaking of which, Delirious, it lets you go because it's dead.
Yeah, I knew this would happen.
Do you have any way of stopping falling damage?
I don't. Is it my turn?
Nope, it's Bope's turn, so you'd have to do it as a reaction. So
Reactions.
if anyone has a feather fall, that would be a good thing right now.
That would be good, wouldn't it?
Like an angel
Yeah,
falling from
I
heaven.
don't.
Well, your wings.
Bang! And take 42 points of bludgeoning damage as you hit the floor.
All right. Well, my book will heal me. Oof. Eventually.
And the illusionary Delirious immediately turns around and starts skipping back down the side of the cavern.
Just a roller coaster for this thing.
All right, Bope, what you up to, Bope, anything else?
Oh nope, that's I think enough.
Quentin.
All right. What's left up there? One or two?
The one is holding Stagander, one is shooting at you, and one is beating on Rangram, who's hanging from the ceiling by one hand.
The one holding Stagander, is she like precariously like near the edge as well if it dies?
Oh yeah, she's hanging. But you know
Okay.
she has a climb speed.
That's true. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is try
But
and hit
yours
the.
doesn't have anyone, and Rangram's doesn't have anyone.
I'm going to attack the one that's grappling her, and
Oh.
hoping that my knockback separates the two of them. So I will. Well, first bonus action Hex, dropping a good old Warlock Hex spell on it.
Yes.
Yes. And that is a 21 to hit.
Oh yeah, even with the cover that is Stagander.
21 force damage and 10 knockback.
All right.
Does
That
that
will
separate them?
it will knocks it back and kills it. But
Oh.
as so doing, it drags Stagander, and I'm going to give you this one because I've been kind of mean about the rest of the combat. Your knockback drags Stagander into the hole with it, so she doesn't plummet 120 feet.
Imagine it just pulls her forward, so like her feet are still dangling.
Yeah, your
out.
feet are still over
Right.
the side because you're half on and you're able to grab onto the side.
All right, I'll take it. And then the one that's been spitting at me, I've got two more blasts coming at it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that no, that's 13 to hit. The other one is a 25 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
9, 20. Sorry, basic math failing me. 22.
22. Wham! All right. Anything else?
Nope, I'm done.
Stagander.
Cool. Now that I'm stuck halfway in this little hole, is there any way that I could climb to an area where I can see, I think the ones that are fighting, Rangrim and Quentin are still alive? Cool. Just want to maneuver myself in a way where I can see, we'll start with Quentin's.
Probably
Since I don't-
wise. I don't think Rangram's is going to make the see the light of day.
No, I don't
We'll
think so
see.
either.
It's going to be
All
woohoo! Lobster boil.
Throw.
It's going to be Thermidor over here. Lobster Thermidor.
All right, so with sharpshooter, that is gonna be 21 to hit.
Hits.
Cool. And that is max damage. Awesome. Oh, I love that. 27 points of piercing damage,
Uh-huh.
and then second hit is a 18. Oh gosh, adding nines to stuff with this sharpshooter business is so hard.
Add 10, subtract 1.
17.
That's how I always do it.
27 to hit.
Boom! And that kills that one.
Oh, sweet. All right. And I'm going to use whatever climb speed I got to maneuver down. I'm going to just assume that Rangrim's got his in hand.
Rangrim, how are you going to dismember this thing?
I have a hammer of throwing, and I'm just gonna keep beating it with it in its hole until it's a bolt in the back of the hole.
I give you the option. Do you actually want to roll it out, or do you want me just to say you beat this thing into oblivion?
I mean, I've got 6 attacks. I think I just beat this thing into.
Okay. Mark off your 6 attacks, and there's now a pulverized piece of cave fisher in this hole. And we'll drop out of combat.
Well, that was fun.
You're never going to get that out of your armor, it's just the gore.
And congratulations. You will, all with your capabilities, the flying hands and climb speeds, you're able to make your way back down to the floor without problems. Delirious will slowly heal herself, and you can take whatever healings you want, but this looks like a good place to take a quick break.
Be a short rest?
Or, up to you. Are we still doing the character questions?
I don't think so.
I think
I don't think
so.
we've
Not
done those in a
today.
while.
Alrighty. Well, in that case, let's just take a quick short. If you want to take a short rest, is that yay, nay?
I mean, we killed all the monsters here, so.
All right,
Yeah.
take a short break, and we'll be back in 10 minutes. I believe I have some announcements.
Right. As a reminder, we're giving away an Epic Character Avatar Fantasy Starter Bundle plus 3 free packs. Type !EPIC in the Twitch chat to enter to win. The raffle for the packages will be drawn at the end of the stream, and you have to be here when the winner is drawn. Got to be here for the live announcement.
And just a reminder that we are raising money to help vets. The Games Tavern, along with our friends on other streaming channels, have set up a huge charity super stream weekends this month for Operation Supply Drop. 90% of each dollar goes directly to programs for vets and their families. So thank you for your support. We have raised, is this accurate? I think it's $735 for veterans. So thank you so much. Please keep that support coming and use the donation link in chat. And that's not all. There's so many donation incentives and giveaways from Shard Tabletop, D&D Beyond, CZRPG, 2C Gaming, Overhead Games, and Reaper Miniatures. And now I think we're going to break. So see you guys soon.
All right.
Come, company. At last. Come, show your face.
When I was born, they said that I would have the rage of 1,000 storms within me.
It's all right. I didn't like that brother very much anyway.
Just cannot get any worse than this, right?
Have you noticed? It never really gets light enough here. Sometimes the shadows are going the wrong way.
There's a loud psst sound as steam rushes from the vat, and the door slowly swings open. This vile ooze just pouring out as you can see this elongated human figure slowly extend and reach out. This motionless eyes just now fixated on the group.
Okay, what the hell?
I'm done with this place. I need to go home.
I can't go home, but I also I don't want to stay here. 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 I don't want to stay here.
Hello all and welcome back. So we've had our chance to have our short rest. Everyone has gotten their healing done while we all took a quick bio and refreshed ourselves for part 2. In that case, shall we continue wandering on?
Onward!
All right. In that case, Stagander, you did it last time. Let's go with Rangram. Rangram, could you please roll me 3d6?
3d6, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go trip ones.
I've been working all afternoon on my random encounter chart. I've never gotten to run a Cave Fishers before.
It was fun.
I got trip 5s.
Trip 5s? Ooh, that should be worth something. Oh, alas. It would be trip 6. So, you were able to make it the rest of the way to the fungal forest without further incident. However, as you get close to the cavern and you can see it widening up ahead of time, you can see the telltale radiance of Fez-Rez up ahead. That blue and purple and green up on the horizon ahead of you as you're constantly climbing up, by the way. And the path is not straight. It wanders and twists and turns. But here on the edge of the cavern, you see something scrawled onto the wall. Seems to be written in Undercommon. Ooh. Does anyone here speak Undercommon?
Yes.
I do.
It says, seems to be a series of warning signs. The first one says, "Go back," with an exclamation point. And the next one says, "Stay away," exclamation point. And a third one is "Danger," exclamation point.
This was clearly set up by Scooby-Doo villain in order to exploit the resources beyond.
I don't know. This is definitely screaming labyrinth to me.
Well, ahead of you.
I was going to ask what it was written in, like chalk or
chalk. It looks like they got a piece of chalk, but on the ground and just carved it into the wall. It's not even carved. You can just brush it off if you want. But up ahead, you can see a slight radiance of the Fez-Rez, which is illuminating a wide and low-ceiling cavern. The stream you've been following tumbles down a bed, curving around boulders and cave formations. And all about the caverns are tall mushrooms of unusual shape. They're tall and pointed with thin tendrils growing off of them in rings so that they resemble fir trees.
MOUSs.
FIRS.
Oh, mushrooms of unusual size.
Oh, okay.
MOUSs. Come on, guys.
I knew.
I'm in the middle of box text. The cavern is rife with them, giving the impression of an evergreen forest here in the Underdark.
If Quentin hasn't, Stagander would translate the Undercommon words to the rest of the party.
Yes, I'd confirm. What I was wondering is maybe an investigation check. The height that it's written at, would that be more of like a drow height or a dwarf height? You know, since people tend to.
Oh, it's way too tall for a dwarf or a drow.
Okay, so somebody with a little bit of height. I'll point that out. Interesting.
And it's written really big too. Like if you would write it, you'd have to go D E A N G E R.
So like maybe a large-sized creature did it?
Yeah.
Sure, if you think so.
So there's water. Is there any like what's like a almost like riverbed or like river, you know how like water, now you've got that like silt buildup on the edges. Any telltale footprints of anything other than us just passing through?
Make me a survival check.
16 survival. Oh gosh. 9s and 7s tonight. Basic math is so hard. 23.
Looking at it, you notice there's a large amount of. You don't think you should drink this water. It has a large amount of guano in it that's being washed down, and it's the ground itself is mostly bare rock, and these things seem to be just clamped down, kind of the way ivory kind of grows into a stone wall. And will work with its tendrils to hold up. These are the same way. And it's probably a very good thing there's no stiff wind here in the Underdark, because all these would just blow right over. Because they're about 20 feet tall up to the ceiling, which is about 30 feet up. And if any stiff wind come along, it would just blow the whole thing over. You also get the feeling that this floods occasionally. Just the way the water, there is a definite bed, but you see the telltale signs if you look at the side of the caverns where there's watermarks on the side of the wall. It never gets too deep, maybe a foot deep all the way across, and the stream itself is only about a foot down.
Some kind of flooding. Interesting.
Do we have a general sense of how big this cavern is? Like in comparison to the one with all the myconids?
It's much smaller. It's from here, it appears to spread out to about 20 feet across, 200 feet across. But it extends a long way past your dark vision, because now you're relying upon the phys res. And you can't see the other end of the cavern because of all the fur shrooms.
So, what with all of the warnings, do we want to try and stealth our way through this particular area, or?
I forgot to mention here at the end of it, also, Stagander, you do find one half of one footprint in like the guano that is washed up on the side of it. It is, first you thought it was the footprint itself, but then you realize it's just a toe.
I'm sorry. What?
You thought it was a footprint. It's kind of like the beginning of Gravity Falls, where you have the footprint and then you pull back and you realize you're inside of a bigger footprint. It's kind of like that.
Like,
you thought it was your footprint, but it's actually just one toe of a much bigger footprint.
It's about the size of my shoe.
Your shoe is the biggest one toe.
Okay.
Off the delirious.
She'll return and in greater numbers.
I think I'll point.
Timora brought her back to us.
Yay!
Point that out to the group for everybody to see. Like,
that's terrifying.
That's really big, and I mean, like, I know I'm large for a drow, but holy crap!
So it's bigger than a large creature.
What did I miss when Timora took me away?
I found a toe print in the guano that's as big as my shoe. So.
Yeah, it's big. It's fine.
But good news, guano, bats, and the map did say that there is a cave full of them to the north of us, so we're on the right track.
So it's all floating downstream.
Seems that way.
And we took a bath in that stuff back there.
It cleans out after enough time.
I know. So I guess I pose my question again. Do we want to try and stealth past this particular cavern, or do we just want to proceed with caution?
There's a third option. Sorry. Go ahead, Bob.
I was just gonna say, is this where we're supposed to turn south, according to the map?
No, I think we have to continue.
Oh, we have a map.
I think we need to
Back
pass
to scene center 1.
through the fungal forest.
We have to pass through the fungal forest at the Cave of Many Bats. So that's still pretty, like, we've got to go north and then west.
We have not. We are just now hitting the fungal forest. Yeah. So
Yeah.
still some travel to go.
Many seems pretty vague. How do we know when it's many? Seems like there's many here.
Well,
Given that it's a. Sorry.
I was just going to say from, and we haven't seen any bats yet, but
Fair. I bet we'll know it when we see it. How
I
about
bet we'll know it when we see it. We will know when we see many bats.
Okay, go ahead, Quentin. What were you going to say?
I was going to say that actually this might be a situation where Vaprak can help us. We did recover a scroll of conjure animals, I believe, right? Perhaps. Yeah, I assure you we did. But perhaps Stigander, you could use it if we wanted to do option 3. Yeah.
It depends. Is it written in a manner that I can understand?
Is conjure animals on your spell list?
Yes,
Then you can understand it.
I think.
Yeah, I didn't keep any scrolls that I couldn't use.
But I was thinking, we've done flying mounts in the past, or, as a distraction, a bunch of animals running through, setting off whatever is out there while we sneak the other way.
What's the spell?
Conjure animals.
The 3rd level ranger druid spell, I think.
Yeah, that is on my spell list. I just wanted to double check because I'm not super familiar with the spell list.
Fortunately, they give all on D&D Beyond. Thankfully, they give sample creatures, so you can get 8 beasts of challenge rating quarter lower, or you can go with 1 mighty CR2 monster critter.
But yeah, I mean, if we stealthed and used that,
We can be quite stealthy.
Mm-hmm. We could give it a shot. I don't know what the woodland beings will do, but I guess we can. If you have the scroll, I'll read it.
Yeah, I'll either dig it out of the portable hole, or I think, Delirious, you may have been holding on to some of those. It's with us, unless somebody's.
I think I was
sold it.
briefly holding a portable hole or bag of holding, but I don't think I kept any spell scrolls that I couldn't cast.
All right, then it's in the group treasury, so to speak. So.
Oh, here it is. Sorry about that. I forgot.
Hey.
Here you go. Earlier.
All right, you have the scroll.
All right, cool.
You look at it, and it will basically pull upon the Fey Wild and summon spirits that will resemble animals.
Oof.
And you can pick which natural form they take, including Underdark animals if you have choice, but you also have all the animals that were listed on this list.
Let's see. Probably pick an Underdark creature.
All right. Bats.
Um,
Giant fire beetles.
I was thinking Roth.
Okay.
Since we
Have we established Roth?
Yeah, we've seen.
Well, I'm just looking at them. Do we have stat blocks for them, or what should we draw upon to be a Roth? They're essentially big.
I know. We once referred to them as Underdark cows, but then they were referred as Underdark pigs. So one of those two.
Yeah. I don't think they're quite giant boar.
Mm-hmm.
There's ox, which are CR 1/4, large beast.
An ox?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, all right, I'm sold. Ox
All right.
sounds pretty good, actually.
You said 1/4.
Yeah.
So you can get 8
So
of them.
that's 8 1/4s. Woo, woo. Okay.
To get camels. Those are large creatures.
Oh god.
All right. You summon Roth?
Yeah.
Roth?
Roth. I was calling
I
him
think they're
Roth.
Roth because of the E. Never entirely sure. So you read the spell and pull on the Purest of the Feywild and form 8 Roth to help you?
Yes.
All right, pretty soon you have the Roth. And they're all gathered up underneath you. I need to go look them up here. Oh man, they even put an accent mark of it. Maybe it should be Rotha.
Ooh. And then do we want a pass without a trace and then try
They
to
resemble musk oxen. Who knew?
Okay.
Is
So
it-
Ox was a
Someone
good
else did.
Good job, Joseph.
This is Roth.
um
Oh, Rothay.
Rothay.
Rothay. Rothay. It's like having a garage.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. And they've got
Those 8 Rothay.
You're muted, Michelle. I could tell those.
Rosé only drink rosé.
I knew that was worth it. Thank you.
So what do you tell them to do?
Okay.
Mosey forward?
So I think, do we want a pass without a trace without us or on us, and then I'll send forth the Roth ahead of us so they
Rothay.
Rothay. I say what I want. Do you know how many languages I
obvious.
have to know? Too many worlds.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's got something different.
The Rothay here.
Rothay.
Other places they're Rotha.
Anyways, do we want a pass without a trace on us, and then we'll send forward the Rothay?
I mean, if that works, or we.
I mean, I'm assuming we're trying to be stealthy, and we want to
Have a distraction.
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay, I do that. I'm going to cast Pass Without a Trace.
Is that also concentration?
No.
Oh, is this a concentration spell?
Was it?
Duration 1 hour. This doesn't say it's concentration.
Mine does on my spell list.
Oh, I see it now. Cripes. Okay, never
It
mind.
is. You get a choice. You can either release your Rothay, or you.
I can
go
cast Pass
the
Without
trace.
a Trace.
Okay.
Best
cool.
of both worlds.
All right. Yeah. Then we'll do that. Yeah. I'll stay concentrating on the Roth. I didn't know that you had that, Delirious.
Trickster you.
Trickster Cleric.
Mhm. All right, the Rothay head into the fungal forest.
That's fine.
Boom, 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 boom. Just kind of start nudging and grazing their way through. And you all
Hymora,
then
friend of thieves, hide our passage from unfriendly eyes.
and the cloak of Timora's grace covers you as you blend into the forest. The Rothay certainly do make a lot of noise and a lot of distraction. And after about 10 minutes going through the forest, you find that in addition to the larger mushrooms, the fir shrooms, there are smaller ones that seem to be full of gas. And if you get too close to one of them, and they're only about a foot to 2 feet tall, they will suddenly expel all the gas in a high-pitched squealing noise. And it'll go, and it sounds seriously like someone shrieking as the entire mushroom deflates.
Whoever wrote these mushrooms is very strange.
And they're all over the place now you look at them.
We just
And
say,
the Roth are just, the Rothae think they're delicious and go over there and start munching on them.
There's our distraction.
Yeah.
It's definitely a distraction.
You
Can
may
I
have
do-
heard of these things, Stagander, in your travel.
Yeah, I was just about to ask if I could know.
Do you really need to?
I wanna know.
Yes, they are.
They are what I think they are?
Yes.
Okay.
What do you think they are?
I think they're violet mushrooms.
Nope.
No, they're not the violet ones? Wait a
No,
second.
no, you already saw those. Those were in the mushroom, in the fens. They're the ones that have the long tendrils that try to zap you. By the way, this is what happens when you use dry erase markers.
Right.
And these try to poison you. These are called shriekers.
That was dumb.
the
Yes.
Roth eating them, Bob
yeah.
Rock would definitely approve of that. The
Mm.
consumption.
All right, let's
Boom, boom. Ah! Boom, boom, boom. Ah!
Does
Right.
anything seem to be reacting or attracted to us and this stampede of noise?
I'm
This
keeping them
parade
like
of joy.
50 feet away from us. But like in sight. I want to be able to see them, but I want them like over there.
Over there.
You hear the sound of huge footsteps approaching.
Oh, okay.
And you don't see it at first, but you do see the branches of those fir shrooms twisting that way. And I need everyone to make me a stealth check. We're going to do a group stealth check to see if it sees you as it's looking in to see what's going on down here.
$31.
35.
Oh, bastard.
41?
Ah! Wow.
19.
Oh, you're all doomed now.
At plus 10, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
24.
Coming through the mushrooms, the fir shrooms, is an enormous giant, like nearly the height of 3 people stacked on top of each other. And even worse is it's horribly misshapen with a hunchback and twisted eyes and one eye bulging. And its mouth looks like this. And
Someone needs a friend.
I nominate both.
what do you want the Rothae to do as this creature comes out of the forest?
Act natural.
Like casual.
Do you want them to scatter and panic? That's natural?
Yeah.
Or do you
Yeah.
want them to stand there and look at it?
I want them to act as though they would, so they'll probably panic and run away. But like run in the opposite direction of us.
Okay.
Panic that way.
Piggy! It says in Gnomish. And starts going after the gnome. Piggy! Goes after Rothae.
Do these look like any of the giant skeletons that were at the initial entry point into the Underdark?
Yes.
Yep. One oversized eye socket.
Mm-hmm. And you watch as it's running, it walks away from you after it, and its back is just covered with like scarification that seems to be magic runes.
Is it like a giant, like a golem or something?
So like an Arcana check?
Oh yeah, do I recognize anything on the scribings?
Oh, sure. Make me an Arcana check.
All right.
I hope it's
Rolling
not like
great.
a cursed gnome.
Okay, that's altogether 20.
You're looking at it, and they are runes of transmutation. that imbue strength and resiliency, but it's definitely laced through with diabolism.
Mm.
That someone has called upon the power of hell and infused this creature with power from Baator.
Well, I share that with the group. I don't think that one is within our powers to save.
And it grabs one of the Rothae as it tries to get away because it moves faster.
Mm.
And it holds, and the little Rothae is going, "Ah!" and reaches down and just kind of takes a bite out of the side.
We should go.
And you hear another boom, boom, as more footsteps approach. Boom, and more of the mushrooms are pushed aside.
I think we have to get past it.
This is another one as it comes forward. Piggy! Sure, Piggy! Piggy! The first one says the second one and offers the Rothae up.
At least they're nice to one another.
Yeah, they share.
Look how nice they share. We should be really quiet and then we'll just sneak past them. Yeah?
Yes, yes.
All right.
The second one also addresses the first one in Gnomish. You wish to sneak past it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. The as you sneak past, give me another stealth check.
Stealth checks.
Although with your pass without a trace, I don't think you can fail. So we're going to hand wave it. With your pass without trace and the blessing of Pyamora upon you, you were able to get past it.
Yay.
And walk past the two giants. They're down there eating on Rothae.
Those poor people. Those poor gnomes.
That was a really good idea, Quentin. The conjure animals.
Vaprock remembers.
And you pass by another group of 3 of them walking along. Piggy, says one. Piggy, says the first one. And they're heading down the way you come. Where you came.
Yep.
And again, they're just covered in the ritual scarification and hell runes.
This looks terrible.
How's the Pharaoh res in your butchery?
Low. Not enough to imbue your items with magic, but definitely enough to cause these mushrooms. But you don't think that's what's caused these giants to warp like this.
Oh, that's unnatural.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind finding whoever did that and thanking them for the wonderful experience.
Do they have like gnomish features? Do they look like they're just enlarged gnomes?
No, they don't seem to have gnomish features that you can tell. But after about another 15 minutes, just as your spells are starting to go off, you come across what appears to be a small giant, well, a sparse giant village.
A forest giant village?
A sparse. There is a couple, it looks like they live in these cave mouths facing onto the big cave of the forest, where there's a little alcove in, and there are several cave mouths facing onto it. And there seem to be a total of 3 cave mouths. And you can see another 6 of these creatures moving around inside of this. There is a giant bonfire with a spit and a roast on it. And out front of it, there is seems to be a pentagram circle with the 9-pointed star of Baator engraved into the ground and runes all around it. And it looks like it's big enough to hold a giant size, a huge creature like these are. You can even see the iron stakes pounded down into the ground at 4 points on top, where rings for a shackle could be, chains could be held.
Is this something we want to meddle with?
I kind of do. I just don't know if it's feasible.
Little dispel magic. We could try and sow some chaos first.
Like, Bope, with like spells like this that have like circles and stuff would just be like disrupting the circle, like smudging stuff up and whatnot. Will that mess with this kind of magic?
Would it? I don't know.
The only other spells that she would probably have associated with this is your transportation circle.
Yeah, like
that circle is a conjuration circle.
And this is a transmutation.
But the giants have been affected with transmutation runes inscribed upon their skin.
Well, I have no idea, but it's worth a shot.
What would you like to do, Bope?
Can I inspect the circle for, are there runes around it? Or is it literally just a, okay.
Oh no, there's lots of runes. It's written in Infernal. Can you speak Infernal?
I sure can.
Oh, how about that?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything that will prevent me from being able to see that? I'll be able to see you when you come forward because there's no cover.
Oh.
Need some invisibility?
Yeah, I will cast some invisibility on myself.
Okay. And you just see the little dotted outline where Bope is.
I will. Oh, I sort of whisper, "I'll be right back. Just gonna investigate the circle a little bit. See what sort of damage we can do."
It's friends on friends.
Okay.
We can obviously see him.
I believe that's how that works. Bope sneaks up. Make me a stealth check. No, don't worry about it. You are quite far away. You are away from the rest of them, and you have bonuses. And their passive perception is not that good.
Yeah, we can still
Let me
see his like.
Oh, actually, their passive perception is quite good. My mistake. Go ahead and roll that.
All right, let's pick my die carefully here.
You have advantage on this.
Oh, that's good because one of them was a 1. Don't know if that was the first or the second one. The other one was a 19, so 22.
As you approach, one of the giants is out there in front of his cave, and just suddenly and starts rolling around on the ground as if something of like pain is just lancing through it.
This happened before I started messing with anything. Okay. I freeze and sort of assess. Do I see what caused it? Do I see anything reacting?
Oh, the runes are kind of rippling across. The power is just kind of rippling across it.
Oh dear.
And you watch as he just kind of deforms a little bit more.
Oh dear. This is terrible. Okay, I go up to the circle, see if I can get anything, if I can glean.
Sure, make me an Arcana check.
All right. Okay, come on. Oh, yeah, okay, 22.
It's definitely a conjuration circle, but it is not used to summon a particular devil. Instead, it was used to channel diabolical energy from Beator here to whatever creature would be inside of this, been chained down into this. And the other thing you notice is that, as with every wizard, when you look at their magic, there is a wizard mark that's inherent in their magic. And this one's mark is Nope.
Ah, son of a bitch.
Everyone passes Quentin $1 or a silver.
I fume silently. I say, you son of a bitch. And I just start trying to work at one of the iron bars.
Always fused into the ground.
Oh, really?
It's just, what's your strength? An 8?
Yeah, something like
10?
that. 9.
It doesn't move at all. It looks like it was just
8.
It melted and fused with the rock, so that these creatures couldn't pull it out. You haven't a chance.
Sure. Does it seem like they are an anchor to the function of this circle?
No, it's just to hold people in place so that they remain where they're supposed to be when a hell blast goes into them. And now that you're closer, you can actually, you might have had these experience with it, Bo. You can tell that this is actually just a stone giant warren. The architecture.
So perhaps these are stone giants that have been transformed.
Seems to be a reasonable assumption.
Can I look around for any sort of non-giant sized hovels or demesnes or, anything, evidence of camp that may suggest that my brother may be found or dwells here on occasion?
You do not see it. You do not see anything that meets that description.
Okay. Do I give any sort of inclination as to how to disable this circle?
Dispel magic would do it, or if you had some sort of stone shape, you could break the circle that way.
Okay, I will.
But you just can't get out a rock and
scuff. Use my heel
with a scuff with your heel. It looked like what happened is he gouged it out, probably with stone shape again, and then filled it with molten iron.
Oof.
Okay. And this took some time to make, like days, if not 10 days. And it's iron, of course, is very resonates with the power of hell quite easily.
So I'm going to scurry back to the group, and you guys can't see because I'm invisible, but I'm like trembling with, subdued rage. I'm just going to say, oh, well, this is the work of some evil slave of the devil. We should destroy it. Delirious, can you stone shape it to disrupt the circle? I think these were corrupted stone giants that are being tortured. And I don't know if we can stop what's been done, but perhaps we could stop it from continuing, from being done again.
Yes, I would like to do that.
It's quite open out there. Perhaps a distraction.
I can use a greater invisibility. I have that ability now.
Oh, yes, because then she could do it while invisible. Okay.
Because you don't become visible if you cast while under a greater invisibility, right?
Correct. That's the bonus.
And I can actually do that on somebody else, which is great.
Do I have any indication that this is a process that could be reversed with if we changed a rune on the circle? I don't know. Would a high cleric of Timora be able to reverse the evil magic at play here?
Maybe if I could do like a hollow, make this hallowed ground.
That's not a quick thing.
No, it takes a while.
It's a good idea.
If you had dispel evil.
Ooh.
What level spell is that?
I don't know that spell.
We do have dispel magic, but
dispel evil and good is a 5th level spell.
Oh dear.
All right, so.
And that would, in theory, break the hell runes on one of them.
Like on one of the creatures.
One of the creatures.
There's a lot of them,
Mm-hmm.
but it seems like a worthy cause.
The rune itself also could be targeted with the Dispel Evil, or you could definitely, a hollow would do it.
Didn't know if we could reverse engineer something that could be used to then, multiply the effect.
I think that's an arcane
Beyond that.
magic sort of thing. I don't think I have the ability to do that.
Okay.
Hear me out. 50,000 gold. We build a temple to Timora.
Yes,
It
because
might work.
it was so easy to do the first time.
I remember there's a spell or something where, like, if you pray somewhere once a day for 365 consecutive days, like, it becomes holy ground. What am I thinking of? Oh,
Pretty sure the
my
god shield would be
expertise. I'm thinking of Summon Temple.
That's what it is. Yeah.
A little conspicuous.
Yeah. There's that.
But a Dispel Evil would break this circle,
That
which
would
means it
might
couldn't be
work.
used again until it was unhollowed or blasphemed again.
We cannot allow it to stand.
Hey,
A stone shape would do the same thing,
Bo,
Yes.
but
how much do you look like Nope? I'm
Uh-oh.
asking for a friend.
He's
Uh-oh.
a few years older, but at our age, we all look wrinkled and small.
Like
Yeah, you-
newborn babies.
Sort of a reverse process after a certain point. Go up the hill and then back down.
I'm just saying we could try a little bluff game if that comes to it,
But we really don't know what these creatures.
We don't know how they perceive. No.
Yeah, we exactly. We don't know how they perceive. Nope. And I don't think. I don't think Boat mentioned to us that this was Nope's doing, so I don't think any of
Nope.
us would know that.
Oh,
Oh, I
Quinn's
just
pretty clever.
was
and
reading my
Iridescent.
thoughts. Right?
Nope. Never mind. Disregard everything that Stigander just said because he didn't mention Nope, so she has no idea that that's a thing.
Is that what Quentin did? He could totally do that, right? It's on my surface thoughts.
no, I'm not reading anyone's thoughts.
Okay.
I thought you sold the helm of telepathy.
That's why I'm not reading anyone's thoughts.
Oh, okay.
Well played.
I was just like,
No, if we find the evil creature who did this, they should pay. But in the meantime, we shouldn't allow them to continue.
try to do as much damage to it as possible because who knows, depending on how strong they are, they'll just be able to undo whatever we undid.
Yes.
Redo whatever we undid.
I think we should free the creatures. Can we do it?
It's not within my ability.
I can stone shape the circle to ruin the circle until he reforms it. I would need to pray for remove evil, but there's no way I'd be able to get all of them. Definitely not in one day.
Yes.
That's assuming they're not like against having it done.
Rangrim.
Is it a timely process?
What do you know
Well,
about
I don't have enough spell slots. It's a 5th level.
Fortunately, my runic knowledge is based around giant runes, not gnomish runes.
Actually, I was going to ask you what you know about stone giant culture. Like, do they have a leader or something? Like, if we could only turn one, who do we want to turn?
History check?
Sure, go for it.
They're also deformed. How would we be able to tell which
Who's
one's
in
which?
charge? Yeah.
The one with the best cave.
But I
Biggest
mean, at least
loincloth?
it
I
gives
don't know.
The biggest one.
22.
Stone giants, unlike many other types of giants, revere artistry and craftsmanship. They are the ultimate masons. and they're almost mystical in their appreciation and love and understanding for crafters. So whoever is the greatest crafter in the unit, typically they're formed into lodges, and whoever's the greatest craftsman in that lodge becomes the chieftain. Well, I'm blanking on the exact word for for their name of their chieftains. It's not chieftain. So it's all based upon artistry. Nah, they don't have guilds. I'll have to research that one and get it to you. I don't remember off the top of my head.
Perhaps, yeah.
Well, yeah, here it is. The Giants appoint their best carvers as leaders, shamans, and prophets. Let's go with the word prophet. The prophet of the lodge.
So,
but not prophet like
does that include respect towards other creatures' art, or is it just internal?
Internal.
Okay. So hopefully that answers your question.
You are not a dues-paying member of the lodge, so they don't have to go.
This rune says otherwise.
So maybe the one with the best tattoos, or the most bedazzled club, or something.
Bedazzled. Oh.
Look, I can charm monsters. That could possibly help.
We have to
target one of them.
We have to try. Let's see what happens when we get one, and perhaps they can assist us. There'll be some sort of
domino effect.
Yes, we have to stop this.
So do we want to, while you guys figure out this, do you want me to look around and see if I can find a place for us to hang out so Doliers can pray and we can all take some rest?
That's a good idea.
I can do that.
And can we keep an eye out in case there is just signs of other creatures other than the giants?
Yeah, I can do that while I scout out. Are you looking for the person whoever cast this circle?
Yes, I think that would be wise.
Anything you can tell? That I don't know anything about magic, but is there anything that you gleaned from looking at the circle?
No, but these giants are speaking gnomish, so perhaps it was a gnome. Perhaps it was a small folk.
Okay, I'll keep an eye out.
Could you cast Identify on it later to confirm?
On the ring?
Yeah.
I don't know what information I would get from that.
Delirious, do you want the greater invisibility for this?
Yeah. I don't feel like I could sneak there, cast, and sneak back. I mean, I might be able to, but I would rather not risk that.
I can go with you at least, in case the worst.
So what's the plan exactly now?
I think Stigander is going to cast greater invisibility so that Delirious could run up and stone shape it and run back.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And I'm going to look for a place for us to hide.
All right. We will have to see how that adjudicates out when next we meet, because it is 9:57, and we've taken it up to the very edge that we can do that.
Oof.
But if we're here in the depths of the fungal forest, we'll see if you can unravel the mystery of the misshapen giants when next we meet.
Love it.
All right. Let's see. Do we have any announcements? I think,
Yes.
Leia, you will start us off.
So don't leave yet, anybody. The Mists is next. So after a harrowing battle with the ocean itself, the Mist Walkers are again pulled away into a new domain, a verdant, peaceful place, or so it would seem. And then check out our friends over at Dirty Deeds on Wednesday at 7 p.m. EST. The Fallen Star Company has returned to the Mournlands. What secrets does this blasted land hold?
Ooh.
And don't forget to subscribe to the Games Tavern YouTube channel as soon as you can. You can follow along. You can catch up on any shows that you might miss. in not only our show here at the Velkyn Weave, but also the Myths, Dirty Deeds, some of our shows that are on hiatus, and some of our one-shots. All that can be located there on that YouTube channel. So hit that bell, like, subscribe, get those notifications. If you can like and subscribe on the videos themselves, it helps us make a better show for everyone's entertainment, and it helps us be better at what we do. And we appreciate all of that stuff.
And don't forget the Games Tavern, along with our friends on other streaming channels, have set up a huge charity super stream weekend this month for Operation Supply Drop. So 90% of each dollar goes directly to programs for veterans and their families. So thanks to your support, we've raised over $700 to help support programs for veterans. So we donate now and support these great programs. Thank you.
And humongous thank you to Shard Tabletop for sponsoring this show. Go to the link in chat to check it out yourself and use the code TGTShard20 to get your 20% discount on subscriptions.
Righty, and that brings us to the end. My name is Eric Mingy. I've been your Dungeon Master for the past 3 hours or so. I can be found on the Twitters at Eric_Mingy. So, Josh, where can we find you?
I'm on Twitter at Quentin_Rogue. Yes.
Jeff.
Twitter at Azora85.
And Bope, whom I've tortured mercilessly this past hour.
I am at Bope_Whizbang.
And Leia.
You guys can find me at Twitter at Sorcerer Sundry. And also tomorrow night, if anybody wants to check me out, I'll be doing some painting over on the Split the Party Twitch channel. So that's going to be super fun.
And Delirious, chosen of Timora.
You can find me on Twitter at Delphi_Squid.
All right. Well, thank you much, everyone, for joining us, and enjoy the mists. Good night.
Bye.